Hello, everyone. It's good to see you again. My name is Kaylee Barker. I'm here for your next 4-H lesson. Today, we're going to talk about emotions. This has been kind of a hard year, wouldn't you say? 2020 was kind of tough. 2021 started out kind of tough as well. I'm sure you've had lots of emotions. So, this lesson is called I Am the Boss of My Emotions, and I hope you take something away from this that you can use. All right, let's get started. First, let's talk about the definition of emotion. Emotion means strong feelings about an event or activity. So, today, while we talk about emotions, I want you to know that you can feel free to share as little or as much about an emotion that you've had recently. You're going to have an opportunity to do that. You don't have to share anything at all if you don't feel comfortable, but I want you to know that if you wish, you have the opportunity in just a little bit to share about your emotion. You should have a piece of paper and a pencil with you for this club meeting today. What I want you to do first is I want you to draw this picture. It does not have to be perfect. Just draw these shapes and connect with lines. Okay? Once you have done that, I want you to think of an emotion that you felt sometime yesterday. It could be anger, sadness, fear, happiness, some kind of emotion that you felt yesterday. Once you've thought of that emotion, I want you to write that emotion on the heart of the drawing on your in front of you. The drawing that you just drew, put the emotion that you felt yesterday in the heart. If your teachers would like to, they could pause this video and give you a moment to discuss what you wrote. Some of you, if you'd like to share. If not, we will move on to the next part of our drawing. On the head of the drawing, I want you to draw a face that will accurately show what you felt when you had that emotion. So, probably if you were happy, you're going to put a smile. If you were sad, put a frown, On the left hand of the drawing, I want you to rank how strong that emotion was for you. So 1 was it wasn't very strong, and 5 would be it was very strong. So rank your emotion. On the right hand box of your drawing, I want you to write a name of someone you would feel comfortable sharing your emotion with. So usually we have someone that we feel comfortable telling that we're angry or sad or happy. If we're excited about something, there's someone that we go to with that information. So who would you feel most comfortable with? On the bottom of the drawing, you're going to have one box left. This is where you're going to write how you chose to respond to the emotion that you were feeling. We always have a choice how we respond to our emotions, and I want you to write that in the bottom of your drawing. If you're angry, did you go and scream in a pillow? Did you throw things? What did you do? Did you cry? Did you talk to someone about it? Write down what you did. If you feel comfortable, you can now share your drawing with one classmate. If you don't want to, though, you don't have to. You can keep yours to yourself. Take a minute and do that. Okay, now I want us to look at some different scenarios and we're going to decide if these kids' responses to their emotions were good. And I want you to give me a thumbs up if they were good or a thumbs down if they were bad reactions to their emotions. Okay? So let's get started. All right. First, when I get angry, it helps me feel better by yelling at my brother. Thumbs up or thumbs down on that one? When I get angry, it helps me feel better by yelling at my brother. Thumbs down. That's not a good way to react. When I feel sad, it helps me feel better if I go play outside. That's good. When I feel bored, it helps me feel better by reading a comic book. That's good. When I feel tired, it helps me feel better to drink a soda. Probably not. When I feel mad, it helps if I pick on someone. Big no. When I feel jealous, it helps me feel better to put someone down. Putting someone down is not the answer. When I feel lonely, it helps me feel better to play with my pets. I love playing with my dogs, so that's a good reaction. Now that we've discussed all this, do you think that you might be able to apply what you've learned today when you're dealing with your emotions? I think you can. So when you're mad next time, or when you're bored, or when you're tired, think about it's okay to have that emotion. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to be happy. But I want you to think about from now on how you're reacting and how you're responding to that emotion. Thinking about those things can make a world of difference in your relationships with other people. Now, on the back of your paper, I want you to copy down these sentences as I read them out and complete them with your own responses. So here's the first one. When I get angry, it helps me feel better if I blank. So what makes you feel better when you're angry? And make it a positive reaction. So I'll read it again. When I get angry, it helps me feel better if I blank. Fill that out. Okay, the next one. When I feel sad, it helps me feel better if I blank. When I feel nervous, it helps me feel better if I blank. Nervous. When I feel nervous, it helps me feel better if I blank. When I feel grumpy, it helps me feel better if I blank. When I feel grumpy. When I feel lonely, it helps me feel better if I blank. Lonely. When I feel lonely. When I feel embarrassed, it helps me feel better if I blank. When I feel disappointed, it helps me feel better if I And when I'm honest, I feel blank. So here's what they look like. All right, don't panic if you didn't get them written down. Just this is an exercise to help you think about what makes you feel better when you feel different emotions. So you can do this without having it written down on your piece of paper. Just think about it in your mind and think about it when you're actually feeling those emotions so that you react in a way that's good for you and your friends and your family. Okay, before I let you go, there's two things that I need to cover with you real quick. The first one is our contest that's coming up. It starts now, starts today. So the contest is called the Piggy Bank Pageant. If you have your handbooks, it looks like this, okay? It's page 15 in your handbooks, and I'm going to go over the contest really quick. And if you have questions, feel free to tell your teachers and they can email me. Inside this book, you have my email address, my office phone number, all kinds of ways that you can contact me, our Facebook page. So feel free to reach out in that way as well. All right? So this page says, you're invited to participate in the University of Tennessee Extension's 4-H Piggy Bank Pageant. To enter, you'll need to use imagination and creativity to handcraft a piggy bank. Create your own piggy bank from milk cartons, juice bottles, wood, coffee cans, cardboard, or any other item of your choice except glass. You cannot use glass. You may decorate with paint, sequins, paper, stickers, fabric, felt, lace, etc. Top winners from each class will be entered in the county-wide contest. The top winners from the county contest will be entered in the state contest in March or April. Depends on when the state lets us know. The rules, they're very strict rules. You have to follow them. Banks do not have to be the shape of a pig. We have had several turned in that are not pigs. I've had a mailbox turned in. I've had a digital camera piggy bank turned in. I've had a little wooden game board that is also a piggy bank turned in. I've had books. I've had all kinds of things turned in. So feel free to be creative with your design. The piggy banks should not be any larger than 12 inches by 12 inches, okay? So get your ruler out when you do this and make sure it is no taller, wider, deeper than 12 inches, okay? I'm going to have to measure when I'm judging. The bank must have a way to put money in and get money out. So I don't want to have to break your piggy bank to get the money out. Not that you'll have money in your piggy bank, but if that were the case, I want you to have a way to get money in and get money out. The piggy bank must be created by you. Parents can help, but I want you to do the majority of the work. So if you're doing something made of wood and you need someone to saw something for you, that's okay, but make sure you do the rest, okay? Your name, grade, school, and teacher must be attached to your bank on a note card, or it can be written on the bottom. These banks will be due on February the 19th, 2021. So you have a little while to get those done, but make sure they're turned in on or before February 19th, 2021. To turn them in, you're going to bring them to the UT Extension office in the courthouse basement, okay? There will be tables out front, and you will place your piggy bank on the table with your name and all that information on there so we know whose is whose. Next, we're going to page 16 if you're following along in your handbooks. The next thing that's coming up is the chick chain project. This project is an opportunity for you to take home 15 baby chicks just hatched to your house, and you will raise them until September, where we'll have a show and sale. So you'll bring 6 of your 15 baby chicks to the show, and we'll compare yours to the other kids that have chickens as well. We'll have a judge there. It'll be a real show. And then afterwards, we will auction off your 6 chicks, but you'll have 9 left at your house. So look forward to that. It's a very fun project, and this is your application/contract to be able to participate. Okay, so here we go. The 4-H Chick Chain Project gives you the opportunity to raise and show your very own chicks. After placing your order, you will pick up your chicks in late March or early April and raise them until the 4-H Chick Chain Show and Sale held in September. Following the show, there will be an auction to sell 6 of your chicks. Your chicks will be top quality pullets. To participate in this project, simply fill in your information, read and sign the contract, and return your application along with payment to the UT Extension Hardin County office. Don't bring it to your school. This only comes to my office. All right. You have the choice of either black sex-linked chickens or red sex-linked chickens. These are all female, okay? You may accidentally get a rooster, but that's not the plan. You should have all female. Each participant will be responsible for a $35 deposit to receive 15 pullets. This fee will cover the cost of the chicks, shipping, and vaccinations. You will get your deposit back if you bring your chickens to the show in September. So that $35 that you're paying up front will come back to you if you bring your chickens to the show like you're supposed to. All right, all checks should be payable to the UT Extension Hardin County office. At the bottom of this application is our address, so you know exactly where you can mail this form. You're not done yet though. On the back, you must read and sign the contract. This is a contract. A contract is a written promise. So when you read this and then you sign at the bottom with your parents, you're promising that you have read these rules, you agree to these rules, and you're going to follow these rules to the best of your ability, okay? So the first one is, there is a minimum order of 15 pullets at $35. Additional pullets may be purchased for $2 each. So if you wanted to order 20 chickens instead of the 15, you can do that, but every extra chick is $2 each. So if you wanted, if you got 15 black ones, but you wanted one extra red one, you wanted a red one to go with your black, then it would be $2 for that extra chick. I understand I am responsible for a deposit for my pullets. Pullets are expected to arrive in April, but it varies based on hatching time. And it is my responsibility, meaning you, to pick the pullets up at my designated pickup time. The UT Extension office will call beforehand to schedule your time. So you will have a scheduled pickup time. You must be here at that time, or your parents, whoever's picking them up. I am responsible for providing a take-home container for my chicks. That can be a cardboard box, a Rubbermaid tote, some way to carry your chicks home, because we don't have boxes to give out. I agree to enter my top 6 pullets in the 4-H Chick Chain Show in September. When you sign this contract, you are promising that you are going to bring your chicks to the show like you're supposed to. I understand that I have the opportunity to complete a 4-H Poultry Project record book if I'm interested. If you want more information on how to complete a record book, call me, email me, somehow get a hold of me and we'll talk about that. I understand that housing, feed, and care of my pullets is my responsibility. The 4-H office does not provide shelter or food or protection for your chicks. If you have coyotes or raccoons or any other kind of predators, you need to go ahead and prepare for that. You also need to have food ready for when your chicks arrive. I understand that Hardin County 4-H is not liable for any deaths or injuries to my pullets after they leave the 4-H office. The 9 pullets that are not brought to the show and sale are mine to keep or sell at my own discretion. So those 9 that you have left at your house that you didn't bring to the show, if you want to sell them all, you can at the end. If you want to keep them, that's fine. If you want to share them with someone else, that's fine. They're yours to do whatever you want with. I understand that all applications and money are due by February 11th, 2021 to the Hardin County Extension Office and not my school. Once you and your family have read these rules together, I want you to make sure you sign the bottom. Okay? Make sure you sign the bottom. All right. So, don't forget, Piggy Bank Pageant and Chick Chain forms are happening next month. Don't forget the deadlines. Piggy banks are due February the 19th. Chick Chain forms are due February the 11th. Okay? I look forward to seeing y'all soon and have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.